Carolina and Atlanta. You said it. This is Atlanta's entire season. They play at the exact same time as Tampa Bay, New Orleans. Tampa Bay wins, they're in. If not, Atlanta has a shot here. The stat I have before I toss it to you, Bryce Young's turnover worthy throw percentage, to me, is probably the story of his season. It's at 2% since week 9. It was at 4.9% prior to week 9. So he's just really improved as a quarterback, not giving the ball to the other team. So what do you like here in this matchup?
Panthers Island, baby. We're finishing the season right where we started. Back on Carolina, plus 8.5. And on each one of these picks, we'll get to the escalator. We're back one more time on Panthers Island. Actually, genuinely, I think this might be one of my favorite bets of the entire season. These teams are just not that far apart. I make this Atlanta minus 3.5. So this is a huge difference across the major key number, obviously. I just think we're viewing Atlanta all wrong here and viewing Carolina a little bit wrong still, too. So Atlanta, before the change from Kirk Cousins, they ranked 31st in DVOA the last 6 games before that. And I don't think a lot has changed since then. Here's what has changed. The passing offense has not. The passing offense with Michael Penix still ranks 26th the last 2 games by DVOA. What has changed is the passing defense is top 5. Is Atlanta really a top 5 passing defense these last couple weeks or this last month or so? They're a top 10 defense overall? I don't know. I don't see that. Why would they be a top 10, top 5 defense suddenly? I know they're getting a little more pressure. I don't think that that's totally nothing. But look at just the team they're playing here, Carolina. Last week, I gave out Carolina, talking about them. Oh, they're a top 5 pass defense over the last 6 weeks. And then their pass defense gave up 1,000,000 yards to Tampa Bay because defense is fluky and kind of goes hot and cold. And I think that shows you just how vulnerable and fluky some of those stats can be and how much I think Atlanta's passing defense can be. In this matchup, who's the better quarterback right now? Because I'm pretty sure it's Bryce Young, not Michael Penix. We've seen 2 games from Penix. Young's playing well. I'd take Dave Canales and the Carolina coaching staff over Atlanta's right now. So what's the advantage for Atlanta in this game? Certainly the run game. And maybe they just run all over them, and maybe that's enough. Is the defense really that much better? Carolina's defense has not been good. I don't know that I trust Atlanta's defense. And by the way, importantly, Atlanta's defense just played Sunday night, could not get off the field against Washington. They were on the field 77 plays, 42 minutes. That defense is exhausted, and I think that sets up very poorly for them here. Here's some of the trends. Teams that have won 40 to 60%, like Atlanta, against a team 8 to 25% worse, 31, 77, and 5 ATS, 39%. Stuckey's trend that he talks about, a must-win team versus eliminated team the last 2 weeks of the year, 40%. That hits here for Atlanta as well, or against Atlanta, either way. Road team, failing to cover by 24 the week before, 65% ATS. That's in Carolina's favor. A couple others just as like coming off a huge blowout as underdogs, more trends in their favor. So I love this, but I think this line is way off. Panthers Island back one more time. Carolina plus 8.5.
God bless us. Hopefully Carolina can give us one more ATS win this year, right at the end of the year, to kind of send Atlanta off into their offseason. All right, let's keep going here. Kansas City.
Wait. I've got to do the escalator on this one.
Oh, yeah, you got your escalator. Yeah.
Sorry.
Go.
All right, so this one's quick and easy. Just set us up here. So Panthers plus 8.5. Panthers money line. I think Panthers win this game outright. It's plus 350. These teams split the season series each of the last 4 years. Atlanta won in October, so that means Carolina has to win now. And there's one other angle that will add even a slight more escalator. I mentioned it a little bit already. What if Atlanta looks up at halftime and the Bucs are rolling? Tampa Bay winning big against the Saints. They're 2 touchdown favorites. If the Bucs are winning big, it doesn't matter what the Falcons do anymore. And if they're in a tight game, are they really going to have that extra motivation? Or are they just going to be like, you know what? Season's done anyways. What are we doing out here? So if you think the Bucs win big, especially pulling ahead in the second half, as they probably will do against the Saints, who've been terrible second half, Bucs minus 13 with the Carolina money line plus 759. That's the escalator on motivation here. If the Falcons look up at the scoreboard and there's Tampa Bay rolling away, does Carolina just get this over the line too? So basically plus 750. Love that one.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff to probably do with like Mike Evans and Tampa Bay scoring a ton of points on that side of the ball mixed with that Carolina stuff. As you said, I think there's some fun things back and forth there.